I was 19 years old when I found out I was pregnant, and the only thing on my mind was, what would my parents do to me? I come from a very Christian home. My father is a pastor, and my mom is a typical pastor's wife. She was the one church members would come to for advice anytime they needed it. To cut the long story short, she was everyone's role model. From a young age, I had always been told to keep myself for marriage. But in my first year in university, I met Richard. He made me feel things I didn't know were possible to feel. Every time I saw him, my heart skipped a beat. I guess he noticed it too, because within a short period, he asked me out and we started dating officially. Joy was an understatement for how I felt in the first weeks of our relationship. He made me laugh, made me feel loved, made me feel beautiful in my own skin. My confidence level within weeks of knowing him went from 0 to 100. It goes without saying that I was attracted to him. So when he asked me if I was ready for intimacy, I said yes, and at the time, I meant it. My first time was perfect. After that experience, it became our norm. We could not keep our hands off each other anytime we were together. I was happy, or so I thought. About 2 months later, I missed my period. My cycle was never really regular, so I did not think anything of it at first. I only began to have serious concerns when I started experiencing headaches, constant tiredness, and nausea that would not go away. At this point, I was beginning to get really scared. I told myself it was malaria. Maybe I was in denial, but the alternative was impossible to imagine at the time. After completing my treatment, the symptoms persisted, so I decided to visit a clinic, just to be sure, just to ease my mind. I entered the consulting room and explained my symptoms to the female doctor I met there. I felt uneasy because after I explained everything, she began to look at me with those judgmental eyes. After running some tests, she told me to wait in the waiting area. That was the longest wait of my life. My heart felt like it would jump out of my chest. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally called back into the doctor's office. The moment I stepped into her office, I knew something was wrong.